What's up, PB Poppers? Jordy Pop 83 here today, and I want to talk about Grasshole. Let's talk about Grasshole for a little bit here. So, I've seen a lot of people going, on Twitter talking about, how Grasshole is the scourge of whatever, of Great League and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Season 1. Azu Reggie, right? Freaking Ultra League, Cresselia, Master League, Dialga. What are we talking about? Like, every league has that pesky line that you got to deal with, right? If you can't beat them, join them. If you don't want to join them, try to beat them. But to complain about Pokemon that are in the freaking game and usable, I don't know, man. Like, it's not a hard line to beat, you know what I mean? Run Azu and double fire in the back. You can run Azu, Charizard, and I don't know, who cares? There's so many, or you could do Azu, Hypno, and Alolan Marowak. And that'd be a nice, and that was just off the top of my head without even going on PB Poke, right? It's just, there's so many different options that you can make a balanced team that keeps Grasshole in mind, that I really don't see what people are complaining about, to be honest with you. And also, for those of you that are just starting out, that are just trying to get into PvP and still don't have the mechanics down, still don't have the, what's it called? The type effectiveness and all that stuff, use this team. Use this team. So I have 2 different varieties of this team in here, and really, the creativity is all up to you, right? But basically, it's Bastiodon with a Shadow Razor Leafer and something. So either and another Shadow Razor Leafer. I have used Shadow Grottle. I've used, Shadow Machamp here. You could also use literally whatever you want. I find that Shadow Machamp is actually a really nice choice because it's not grass, right? So it doesn't have the same weaknesses as grass, but you still are pretty good against Swampert, right? And so you'll see me several times in this video. We'll use Machamp as a safe swap into Swampert lead, because I know that they're going to have to switch out, right? Damn, dude, what the fuck? Sorry. So I know that they're going to have to switch out. So basically, I do that. And then that way I'll have my Shadow Victreebel for later on. Here we run into a Shadow Shiftry lead. So we go ahead and switch into our Machamp there, because we have Victreebel in the back, and Victreebel is resistant to grass type moves. Not those foul plays though. Those foul plays are pretty much going to one-shot, so you got to watch out for those. Try to hold on to a shield. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Victreebel. Oh no, I guess Bastiodon here. Victreebel I think would have been the better choice, but I'm going to try to farm up on Bastiodon here. Get a lot of energy on there. We're up on shields. Now we got a lot of nice energy here. So we're going to go ahead and shield both. And this is a GG's. So yeah, so what I was saying is, as a beginner, this team is really great to just have a nice, solid team that you don't have to really worry about being tricky or finessey. Now, you will get more wins if you can master your matchups and if you can, just be a little bit better with your switches, maintaining energy. So this team will let you, learn about energy maintenance. It also has a debuff move, so you can, practice strategic debuffing, or, holding that acid spray until you've got 1 HP left, and you kill the Pokemon that you're trying to kill, and then something comes in and you can acid spray that. There's so many different things in this team that you can practice. And then, if you get so good with this team that you're ranked 10 or whatever, you know what I mean? And you're just bored with it, then you start substituting one piece at a time and seeing how that works, right? So that's, I think, the the key of being good at PvP at all is picking one team, sticking with it, learning the matchups, learning the ins and outs of each of the individual Pokemon, right? And what they can do and what they can't do. Also learning those softer matchups, that's where the butter is, right? Learning those softer matchups is gonna allow you to be more creative in your playing, because you know, like you could throw Shadow Machamp into an Azu and start throwing rock slides and try to get shields, knowing that you're not going to come out of that fight winning. But if you play your shields right, or if they play their shields wrong, or whatever, you know, you might. You got some bait possibilities. There's so many different things that you can practice with this team. All right, so now we got a Victreebel into Deoxys defense. And damn, does it chunk, man. It chunks so hard. I love this Pokemon so much. I mean, look at how hard it even hits on resisted against an ice grass type. I'm surprised people aren't running Avalanche on their Abomasnows, to be honest with you. And Sunny Castform is really, really good, actually. I really do like Sunny Castform. You know, this rock steel typing is actually a pretty interesting typing because it basically is neutral and resists a lot of stuff. You're only weak to fire. Or no, not fire. You're weak to ground and fighting doubly. And you're weak to water. Single weak to water. But you got a lot of resistances, I think. Alright, next battle here. So these are all rank 8 battles. We did really good yesterday. Right now we're about 130 wins in 225 games. That's pretty good. It's like a 58% win rate. And I have not used this team the whole time. I don't know why I feel like I have to say that. But I've used, you know, Azu and Stunfisk and Azu, Stunfisk, and something as well. And then I also tried out other teams, but Great League, actually team building in general has always been something that I needed to start working on. I think that might be the next thing that I get a coaching session on, is how to successfully build teams of spice, you know, and using Go Battle Log maybe to try to read the meta, a set at a time. I started doing that and it works really well. My attention span sometimes dips and then I forget to record matches and then I get all frustrated. But it's a really good, I'll put a link down in the description. Just go battlelog.com. It's actually a really good site. All right, let's get into this next battle. I put a bunch of battles in here at 2x speed so that we could just talk about Grasshole and how you don't have to be shameful. Don't be, no shame. Ain't no shame in the game. People have been running, like I said, running Cresselia, running Dialga, Giratina, Altered, all that stuff, especially in seasons 1 and 2. I didn't hear anybody complaining, you know what I mean? Or not, at least not telling people that they're dumb for running stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's, I think, where I draw the line. If you want to run the super meta stuff to get to rank 10 for the first time like I want to, then that's fine. I think that is just fine. You know what I mean? Especially if you're playing it well, like I clearly am. There's so many times in this video here, I'm sure that you've seen where I could have lost games easily if I hadn't made a fucking guy's freaking out. If I hadn't made, a certain move here or a certain move there. So you just got to keep that in mind. And I put in pretty much, this is over 3 different sets. So I put in all the bad beats, all the bad leads, and all those matchups, especially the ones with Swampert in the lead. But, and I put in a couple of losses too. Swampert is so powerful, man. So good. And it's so up in the air because I think it does take 9 mud shots to get to that sludge wave. I'm pretty sure. Put it in comments if I'm wrong, but 9 is also the number it takes to get to 2 hydro cannons. So I don't know. I might be wrong on that. It might be 7. Anybody know how many it takes to get to a sludge wave? Oh my god. That's another thing I gotta work on this season is our counts. Is our fast move counts. So we're gonna put that in some of these videos too, moving forward as well. But yeah, so this Tropius lead ain't got nothing on us. It did get a lot of that health gone. And then we're gonna use the the old flamethrower here, get that last shield going, and then in comes with the Machamp. Cross chop, gonna chop your cross up. But then we're gonna get earthquaked in the face. Coming in with that Victreebel, gonna throw some shadows on this motherfucker. So he switches out into that Munchlax, and it's good, we good. Body slam, you ain't got nothing on us, body slam. Should have farmed down a little bit more there, for sure. But that's okay, we good. So yeah, this team is rocking, it's rolling. The other team that I like a lot is the Azu, Galarian Sunfisk, and something. So I was using Cresselia. You want the and something to have play against Azu. Yeah. You wanted to have play against Azu as well as be bulky and a good safe switch. So that's why I was picking Cresselia, Galvantula. Although Alolan Marowak did work pretty well in that team. But yeah. Look at how hard Victreebel beats Machamp. It is so insane. You do gotta watch out for those psychics though, that's for sure. Whew, what's next? What's he got in the back? What's he got in the back? That's that triple fighter team. He used Deoxys Defense, Scrafty, and Machamp. Very interesting. And so Scrafty, I guess, since he's weak to fighting, that's why I bring in the Deoxys Defense and the Machamp, I guess, because the Machamp is supposed to beat fighters, but yeah, we just had all the right tools for that. We had literally had 2 anti-fighters and only 1 target for them. Good games. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you very much, PB Poppers. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We got all kinds of great ideas coming out for you, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Keep it poppin', Poppers. Pop, pop.